In 1992, Greta Gaines rocked the Women's Extreme Snowboarding World Championship by taking top prize. And today, her hit single, Whiskey Thoughts, is rocking satellite radio at numero uno. So let's talk to her, shall we? Greta, a true pleasure. How do you wind up combining singer-songwriter with all these other life experiences, all at a high level? How?
Well, I think that being at a high level is kind of relative. You know, I think that I should be much further in my music career. I've been doing this for 20 years. But as an independent artist, you know, it's a struggle. And it's just about balance, being able to be a mother and be a professional athlete. I don't do them all at the same time. I kind of pick my season and pick my moments. But the two have always balanced me. I mean, back in the early 90s when I would tell someone I was a professional snowboarder and I also was going to go to Nashville and become, you know, a singer-songwriter, they would say, what do the two things have in common? And I think that now people realize that, you know, sports and music do go together, and you don't have to be a tortured artist to be a good artist. You can have a nice, full life.
Where does the encouragement come from? Family very open about it?
Well,
you have a very
I've
rich
always
family
been, I don't
in
have
terms of their experiences?
Yeah, well, my father is a professional writer and a sportsman, and he's a fly fisherman, so I kind of...
Did he say, you want to do it? Do all of it. Do all of it.
There's been so many times because I've always wanted to make money and just be, you know, make something of my life, and it's been such a struggle. I've been broke so much of the time, and whenever I'd go to my dad...
But spiritually very wealthy.
And my mother, yes, spiritually very wealthy. Hard to pay the gas bill with spirit alone, though. But I would go to my parents at certain points, and I would say, this is so hard, I think I need to go to law school, and they would say, we've got time to go to law school. Just
really?
Yes, they would always say, keep trying this. This is your dream.
Because parents, you know, we both have young kids. I think that even now I'm feeling the inclination of playing it safe for them.
Yes.
You know, try and get them into things that are good and safe and easy. You know, don't want them to get disappointed. Don't want them to fail too much.
Absolutely.
But if you go the other way, you can get a Greta Gaines.
I was on that path until I had my two sons. And then I looked at them and I said, well, what do I want them to see me doing with my life? Do I really want them to see me in the middle of my joy and my calling? And I do. And now I take the guitar strap over my shoulder and I go to a gig, and Cassidy's like, where are you going, Mom? You got a rock show? And I said, yeah, I got a rock show. Gotta go. And that just makes me proud because I want them to be like that. You gotta take risk. You
do have to take role. You're all about it, though, for both in the sports and the professional world, and obviously it gives you the motivation to be that in all facets of your life. Leads us to Whiskey Thoughts. In terms of you're not happy about your music career, it's #1. You know, on satellite radio, you gotta change your expectations a little bit. #1's pretty good, right?
It was for a week, #1.
That counts.
You know, but
it's a week longer than I've ever been
Jessie
#1.
Scott at XM Cross Country was a big fan, and she started playing it and helped us out. I have a great little team. It's the first time I put out an album on a label, Justice Records, and so having that support has made all the difference in the world. And it just takes a couple people and a couple breaks, like you having me on your show, to maybe get out there to the wider audience. And I don't need to be Janet Jackson or huge. I just want to have a career where I can support myself and continue to grow musically, and that's all I've ever wanted. The music's good. Greta gave me the CD, right? We meet at a wedding. We have mutual good friends. I get the CD. We listen to it all the way through. Everyone who comes into the house, I put on the CD all the way through. People like it. What is it that makes this album something that you can listen to all the way through? Let's be honest. A lot of great artists. Yeah. Few hit singles in there. Some of the music, they're trying things that you're not too crazy about. This one, listen the whole through. Well, you know, we grew up in a tradition of album artists. We'd get the album, we'd open it up, and it would be 12 songs deep. It wasn't just a single-oriented thing. And my album is broken up in an A-side and a B-side. You know, and those 12 songs, probably 100 got culled down to those 12, and the ones that really fit the Southern rock message of Whiskey Thoughts and where I was. And so, I mean, it's like writing a novel. You don't make things fast and cheap and put them out there. This is something that I need to be proud of when my kids are in their 30s and they say, this is my mom's album, Whiskey Thoughts, and I don't want them to get bummed after the 4th song. The whole album has to be great, and that's a standard that was set by my forebears and the people that I look up to who made great albums, and I want to be an album artist, not a single artist. You have succeeded, my friend. Thank you, baby doll. Thank you for coming and making our show today. Thank you. Big pleasure. Isn't that great you got to meet Greta Gaines? You can thank me later. The new hit single, Whiskey Thoughts.
Hickety, wickety, pickety pear. Stop making sense when I'm around that man. Ooh, he sings as he goes into everything. He slams, bangs, and he blows. I'd stop the train just to watch you get old. Don't leave me alone with my can't you get off? Don't leave me alone with these whiskey